So these are the tomatoes that I'm getting ready to roast for the recipe, and these are basically your Roma tomatoes, plum tomatoes, and I cut them into quarters and then took all of the seeds out, and so the oven is set at 375, and so I'm just going to drizzle the tomatoes with some olive oil. And I also put a little bit of olive oil in the bottom of the pan, just to make sure they don't stick. And I'm being generous because the tomatoes are going to end up getting just tossed in olive oil anyway at the end. So I'm being generous with the olive oil here. It's okay. So just for a little added flavor, I'm going to sprinkle some garlic powder on here. Okay. So these will go in the oven at 375 for 40 minutes. Alright, so these are the tomatoes after it's been a little over 40 minutes. It's been about 45 minutes, but this is what they look like. So what I'm going to do is crank the oven up just a little and to a 400 and just let them continue to calm. Okay, so now I'm just sauteing some garlic and some olive oil. I'm going to saute this for just a few minutes, and then I'm just going to add the pasta and the tomatoes. And now the pasta, I just cooked according to the package directions. It's whole wheat penne pasta. Okay, so I've added in the pasta and the tomatoes. So I'm just gonna eat this, tossing it with the olive oil and the garlic. And since it's not going to have any other type of sauce or anything with it, you know, you want to make sure you got a nice little amount of olive oil so your pasta and everything just doesn't get dry. So here I just added some seasoning, salt and pepper, and this Italian seasoning mix, which I got from the dollar store. It's got thyme, oregano, marjoram, basil, rosemary, and sage. I just added some of that, some salt and pepper to taste, and I turned the heat off because when you add the spinach, you don't want it to necessarily cook completely down. You just want it to be a little wilted. Okay, so you can see I just took the pan completely off the eye, just ever sitting on a, you know, one of those things. Anyway, so it's still warm, and I added about I just completely covered the top with spinach. I figured that would be enough. So now I'm just going to toss this around, and the heat from the pasta and the tomatoes and everything should just wilt down the spinach just a tad, just enough so that it's not completely cooked down, because you know when spinach cooks down, it's just like cooks down to nothing. So it's not to cook it down that much so that it's completely wilted, but just enough to just kind of get it a little soft, so it's not like you're just eating a spinach salad on top of your pasta and everything. Okay, so this is the finished product. So I'm just going to eat that for dinner, and this is just a side salad I'm just going to eat on the side. Now, you could always add something to this. You could add pine nuts to it. You could add cannellini beans, which are like white kidney beans. You could add this. You could add those to this dish, or any other type of bean or whatever that you like, just to add some more protein if you like. But that is it.